Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK Crypto K, and today we are going to review all of the latest changes that have come to the Furio platform in regards to the variable rate changes on your daily percentages, the liquidity management system from a partnered project called Horde, and how that, along with the new Furpool for your LP staking, all fit together for the future of this platform. Let's get into it.
Yo, appreciate your time and just know that I'm SK Crypto K, and today you should join my crypto club. Maybe by the end earn some dividends, so in advance I'ma thank you right now for that sub. Hey, yo, let's go.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Let me preface everything by saying that I am not a financial advisor, and these are for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Yo, SK, what in tarnation is going on with my variable tax rate? Tell me like it is. Is it bad? Is it real bad?
Chill. We'll get to that topic in just a second. We need to paint the whole picture first. Some of what we're going to be talking about is based on this Medium article that just came out from Furio's team, which is the culmination of quite a few different aspects, one of which is actually the Furpool, which is coming, which is going to be taking your FUR token and pairing it with the USDC stablecoin for an LP pair that you can now stake onto the site with a new tab called Furpool. And essentially, it's pretty easy to enter. You would just take your USDC and enter the amount right there, and then you would come select a duration for a no limit stake, or a 30-day, 60, or 90-day lock on that stake, which give you the following bonuses if you were to lock LP into the system. So for 1 month, you would get a 2% LP boost, 2 months would give you a 5% boost, and 3 months would give you a 10% liquidity pair boost. And in the example of the 10%, if you put in 10 Furpool LP tokens and you commit for 3 months, you will be automatically boosted as if you had 11 Furpool LP tokens in there, which gives you a larger share of the daily rewards that come through.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But I really want to talk about my daily reward percentages, please. Pretty please.
Silence! I kill you!
Now, when it comes to the actual Furpool here, let's just break down this chart very simply. But basically, your USDC is going to start right here in the upper right. Whatever amount you put in, it is a 10% in, 10% out system. You might be familiar with this from Drip's Reservoir. So when you enter, 90% of that amount of money is going into the FUR-USDC LP under your account. The 10% that comes out, as you go left, 3% of it gets locked into the liquidity pool. Then over here, 2% goes to all of the participants already staked in the LP pool instantly and proportionally to what amount they have in their stake. And then the other 5% comes over to the FUR-USDC rewards pool. Now, this reward pool pays out daily, which on the bottom of the page you'll see here, it is 2.5% of the rewards pool that gets sent out daily to participants based on their staked amount percentage relative to everybody else, to which you can then take that reward and you can claim it out to sell, or you can compound it. Now, coming back to the upper half, because this is the inflow of money, and we've covered what happens when you put your funds in. Coming over to the top left though, you will see that there are other external sources feeding the rewards pool, one of which is the FUR taxes of 2% that is happening on purchases of the FUR token. That 2% is going into the pool,
Meaning the more transactions there are, the more money there is for rewards.
Then additionally, when it comes to Furbet, 1% of all of the casino buys and sells will also go to the rewards pool.
Again, the more transactional volume there is, the more rewards you get.
So that is all the inflow of money coming into the reward pool. And then the bottom half of this chart is just showing what happens when you sell. So you can unstake at any time, but remember there is a 10% out. And this is assuming you've gotten past your locked periods if you chose the 30 to 90 days. But essentially you will get your 90% back out to you as USDC. 10% of that amount though goes the same way as it did in, 3% to lock liquidity, 2% instantly to all of the current LP holders, and then 5% to the reward pool. So overall, this will do wonders in regards to liquidity management for the ecosystem and helping to create a stable price floor for the FUR token.
Speaking of liquidity management system, what is that all about in that Horde project? Who's the Horde? What are we hoarding? I like that show on TV. Hoarders? You seen that show? It's really good.
No, you clown, not hoarders on TV.
This is the play to earn ecosystem with plots with a really cool zombie theme called Horde. Which, to briefly break down that project, it's been running since late March, and it is specifically designed in price to stay between a stable range at all times. So ever since launch, and even right now, it's hovered anywhere between $99 all the way up to $110 or so. And specifically how they do this with their liquidity management service is that essentially there's a side treasury that is collecting all of the money that's coming in whenever you buy a Horde token. And all of the additional revenue that comes in that builds the liquidity above the price range, that excess money goes into a treasury, which then that community does a number of different things with it, whether it's voting on where to allocate those treasury funds to get outside revenue, or liquidity injections to help keep the price stable as is, or marketing, in addition to some other aspects I may not be familiar with yet. Now, that's when the liquidity wants to push the price above the range that they've set. The same thing happens whenever the system is starting to sell out too much and the price wants to go below the lower range that they've set, to which that LMS system will use some of those treasury funds to buy back the token and keep it at that range for as long as possible. And so far, this project has been performing remarkably, and it's specifically that LMS service that Horde and Furio have partnered over with this official tweet you can read. But essentially, Furio is now partnered with Horde for that LMS. Now, Furio is just the latest project to join a series of other projects that have teamed up with Horde to utilize their LMS service that they are providing for folks. And I don't have the official list, but I want to say there's about 8 to 10 other projects already. And obviously, all of the projects that are using Horde's LMS is getting some sort of a kickback to support the Horde token itself.
So if you're wondering what Horde is, let's take a brief look.
Essentially, it is a site where you are buying quote unquote nodes, but really it is just an ROI platform to where you're getting plots that decay at varying rates. So let's come here, for example, and pretend. So first you have the Uber plot, which if you had 15 Horde, and remember that stable price range, each Horde is between $100 and $110 more or less. So for about $1,500 or 15 Horde, you can create a plot that would give you 1% per day for 333 days before it completely decays. Now, before the Uber plot, that was a newer one, you had the regular plot, which is for 10 Horde, 1% a day for 300 days. So basically, any BUSD you're going to put into here, you can expect 300% back in BUSD stable payment. And so if the Uber plot or plot are too large or out of your price range, they did release recently the Souls Stone and the Souls Rune, which are 5 Horde and 1 Horde respectively, both at 1% a day, but the Stone ends in 250 days and the Rune ends in 200 days. Now, also one caveat with the Uber plot is you can't just come in here with 15 and just buy that. It is tied to certain NFTs, and I actually don't believe you'll be able to get one because one of the NFTs are sold out. But if you came over to this section here, you'll see that they had a Church Square, a Search and Rescue, and a Wasteland Cabin NFT that you could purchase. Now, the Church Square, which is the most expensive, is sold out, but these other two are still available. And for the Uber plots, I think you needed one of each NFT for the Uber plot to be minted. So sorry, newcomers, if you're not already in Horde.
But it's still worth grabbing what NFTs you can because they give you little boosts on top of your plot.
For example, this will give you a 10% reward boost if you attach it to one of your other plots, such as on a regular plot, instead of getting 1% a day, you'll actually get 1.1% a day for 300 days. It doesn't speed up your timeline. it just increases your reward amount. Same thing with the Wasteland Cabin, you'll get a 5% boost. Now, they've also come out with their own staking, so you can pair up BUSD with Horde and stake to get more LPs. But also just know you cannot buy this anywhere other than the Soul Swap. You cannot go to PooCoin or Pancake Swap because everything's handled with this internal deck, so you'd have to bring your BUSD here and buy Horde. Now, this platform overall is far more than just a staking protocol. They do have professional game developers that is working on a play to earn game, which will incorporate those NFTs in addition to all of these plots. So stay tuned and get involved with this community because everyone I've talked to is very happy with this platform. So what this means for the launch of LMS is that it will bring price stability and the ability for participants to calculate meaningful returns. So much like you see the price stable range for Horde token, you theoretically could see something similar for the FUR token, because much like every other platform, whenever money is coming in, that liquidity is driving the price upward, and then the same way whenever the sell is happening, it is driving the chart downward, and depending on where you bought, you are either happy or not. Now with everything, it looks like the price has bottomed out around $5.40, but with the announcement of this new news and the updates, it looks like the price is bouncing back right here. And depending on when the team chooses to implement the LMS, let's just say they choose the ranges between $7 and $8. That means as we go forward, regardless of the buy and sell activity happening, this price may ping pong in between $7 and $8 until they decide to either lower the range or raise the range depending on the money that is coming into the system. But essentially, everything boils down to the big change that just happened. I know that Furbet has been delayed for a couple weeks already, as they just recently partnered with Horde for this LMS system, and as they've been running the numbers, they had to make some tough decisions. And so with that, basically to support the adjustment and the ongoing stability of the LMS, and what they have been analyzing with the current claims model is that many participants and early adopters have had very attractive returns so far. But with the addition of a tax-free claim option, which we'll go over in a second, the additional adjustment will further benefit everyone for the longer term if we adopt the following variable ROI changes.
Yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Come on, man. What? No, just put it back to where it was. Come on.
So essentially, everything that we've known about the variable rates have been changed. So the only way to get your 2.5% daily reward is to compound 7 days and claim 0. Plus, you'll get the bonus weekly claim. Then from 2.5%, you'll drop down to 1.75% if you do a 6-to-1 strategy, compound to claim. And then from 1.75, you can drop down to 1.25 if you do a 5-to-2, and then you'll go down to 1% if you do a 4 compound to 3 claim. And then anything that is 4 claims in a week or lower, you will be at 0.5%. Now, they have updated their white paper to reflect those same exact percentages I just mentioned. However, one key change too is that if you happen to fall into the negative range, whether you claimed 4 times or more, if you drop down to 0.5%, you can climb back up all the way to 2.5%. so long as you fixed your 28-day rolling average.
Whoa, hot son. That's pretty cool. All right. But still, I had a huge amount of rewards I was banking on with my 2%. And now I've gone all the way down to 1%. It just hits me where it hurts, you know?
Oh, I know. And it would have been nice to have had a heads up. However, I can't blame the team. You can imagine how much they've already been stressed enough just getting the LMS system to work and then adjusting to all of the claim and compound activity with the community, as you can see what it was doing to the chart anyway. So they needed to make a sweeping change that would have everything work out perfectly for the LMS and the Furpool additions to the ecosystem well in advance of Furbet launching. So I don't think anything nefarious is going on, and in my opinion, this is for the betterment and longevity of this ecosystem, and hopefully changes going forward can be kept to a minimum, or at the very least better communicated so that folks don't feel so burned. Now, the bonus weekly claim and what that is. So essentially, this is something really cool, and it ties right into the Furpool. So even if you're at your 2.5% and you're compounding every single day, you won't be able to do a normal claim so that you can cash out, because you know that'll drop you down to 1.75%. So what the bonus weekly claim is specifically a way for you to claim out and put that earnings directly into the FUR pool. So the FUR pool has already launched, but 7 days after that, you'll be able to make one weekly claim to where you can send it straight to the Furpool LP. This will then be converted for you into the LP token and put automatically on the 90 days 10% LP boost stake. That way you can't just claim to the FUR pool and then immediately claim it out with the 10% tax and then sell it. It gets locked for 90 days, but this claim will be exit tax free and gives you an effective position with all of the Furpool rewards, and you'll be able to compound your Furpool rewards and earn unbelievable stable APYs. So essentially they're aiming, I think, for about 50% on the APY, but once the LMS system goes into play, that APY can potentially even go higher. And then remember, it also depends on how well the overall Furio ecosystem, in addition to Furbet's casino buys and sells, are doing, which can really supercharge this rewards pool. So that is pretty much it. Because when you look at all of the stability mechanisms at play within the ROI DApp, there are a number of different things you can count on, such as being tied to USDC, the anti-dump mechanics, the LMS partnership with Horde, the profit sharing with the Furbet casino, the launch of the Furpool stablecoin ecosystem, the unique variable ROI and encouragement of positive sustainable behavior, whale taxes, and the ability to trade your vault NFTs for a Furio NFT marketplace. Ooh, which I forgot about that part. So if you happen to be familiar with another platform called Ooze, basically you can take your entire vault or account that you have been building up and putting downlines with, and you can technically sell that if you would like. So for those of you that might be unhappy with the recent changes, you can actually take your vault and sell out of the system, so long as someone's willing to buy it, and then you can take your capital elsewhere. But I digress. So hopefully all of that makes sense. I think at the end of the day, the team is making the best decisions that they can for the betterment of the ecosystem. They do not want to be a flyby, here today, gone tomorrow ecosystem. So long as we all stay positive, this platform can go to new heights. So believe in the system, believe in the tokenomics, and do your best to keep a positive mental attitude. And that's pretty much it, folks. Don't forget to follow me on my Medium channel that I just started. In addition to, if you wanted to support me and wanted to join my Furio team, then please feel free to find the link in the description below. Even though your boy may not be #1 compared to all of these other teams, even sitting at 4th place, we do have the highest amount of total deposits, which is why those airdrops have been ballin', son.
You damn right. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, everyone, thank you for your time, and please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you vibe with me and would like to join my Telegram community, then find the link down below. And as always, until next time, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and make good choices with your crypto.
All right. I get it. I'm not happy about it, but I get it. Damn it. I get it. I feel the frustration. I'm with you. But I think the changes are for the better of the ecosystem. Let's just do what we gotta do. And while I do me, you do you. Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye.